There are times when I get really depressed, when I'm going through difficult times and when I want someone to hold my hand. Sometimes I'll think, forget it, I want to be this way. I often feel that way. But when we started the Love Yourself World Tour, I stopped having those thoughts. There's just been so many difficult times. I always remember that this is the game I fell in love with. Indeed, Russia and the US were allies during the two tragic conflicts of the Second and the First World Wars, which allows us to think there's something objectively bringing us together in difficult times. And I believe, it has to do with geopolitical interests and also has a moral component. The biggest thing for me is that I've managed to work through some difficult times, and those moments always make you stronger. It makes you a stronger person and a better player. It's those difficult times that inform the next wonderful time, and it's a series of trade-offs, of events, of wins and losses. In difficult times, it's important to speak up. We cannot change the past, but we can impact the future. I'm proud of my triumphs. I've dreamed of being world champion. I've had some difficult times and they've made me value the good times. All my songs are different, but from the overall experience, I want people to sense that they can overcome and move through difficult times and find strength in my music. Maybe it's a song that makes them cry and move through something else. My faith is an important part of my life, and over the years I've learnt that it takes a proud man to say he doesn't need anything. It has been a quiet strength and a backbone through a lot of difficult times. In difficult times, fashion is always outrageous. Yes, I have had difficult times on court and at certain tournaments, but you need to forget about it and go forward because that's the way it works in our world. I have started my own foundation. It's called Follow Your Art. It's at its infancy, but my goal is to mentor teenage girls through one of the most difficult times in their lives. Difficult times always create opportunities for you to experience more love in your life. When I took over, the economy had almost collapsed. I told Malawians we needed to pass through difficult times. 2 days ago I even cut my own salary by 30% to show we are making sacrifices. In these difficult times, when tough decisions are required, the differences between Labour and the Tories are becoming much clearer. One party believes in intervention to reduce social and economic costs, and the other believes in market forces and letting things take their course. I have lived through very difficult times. Hats are attached to special moments in people's lives, weddings, or the races. In difficult times, people still get married, they still want to look their best. Don't just do something because it's a trendy idea and will make you a lot of money. The reason I say that is because any kind of venture involves going through difficult times. If you're doing something you are passionate about and really believe in, then that will carry you through. The Congress has faced many difficult times in the past, much tougher than today. But we have never lost heart. We have repeatedly demonstrated our resilience by remaining committed to our vision, values, and the beliefs that have always sustained us. Egypt is going through difficult times and we cannot allow it to carry on. The idea of redemption is always good news, even if it means sacrifice or some difficult times. Like inspirational quotes, which have been huge on Pinterest, or looking at dog photos. We didn't know how to take those uses for Pinterest seriously until we realized, sometimes even I look at Pinterest to feel better, not just do something but feel happier, to feel connection, to feel humor. To know everyone goes through difficult times. We have gone through some difficult times like everyone else and perhaps are working together and respecting each other's abilities, in addition to that little thing called love, helped us survive. Difficult times have helped me to understand better than before, how infinitely rich and beautiful life is in every way, and that so many things that one goes worrying about are of no importance whatsoever. But my experience is that people who have been through painful, difficult times are filled with compassion. It is easy to be pessimistic. These are extraordinarily difficult times, and the collective psyche is teetering. But we are closer to righting the wrongs that got us into this economic mess than most of us believe. Listen, trials and difficult times can help you become better and move forward, or they can cause you to step backward. It's how you handle those situations that shows who you can become. You all know that I have been sustained throughout my life by 3 saving graces: my family, my friends, and a faith in the power of resilience and hope. These graces have carried me through difficult times and they have brought more joy to the good times than I ever could have imagined. I wanted to do another movie that could make us laugh and cry and feel good about the world. I wanted to do something else that could make us smile. This is a time when we need to smile more, and Hollywood movies are supposed to do that for people in difficult times. It's in the difficult times that we're growing, and you can't just rebuke everything hard. We've got to endure it and fight the good fight of faith and pass the test. In difficult times, we're not supposed to quit believing, we're not supposed to quit growing. I think I'm in the best place I've ever been in so many ways. I've just come out of 5 years of very difficult times for numerous reasons, and yet at the same time it's lead to such growth. It's very exciting that way. It's always helpful to have somebody help buoy you in difficult times and problem solve with, and to share the marvelous moments with as well. I've been through difficult times where it just seems like hope is nowhere to be found, but those are some of the greater moments where we run to Christ a little faster and hang on a little tighter. I enjoy acting now more than I ever have. I've had lots of difficult times when I was younger, but that was all tied up with thwarted ambition. It's hard being a young actor, because you don't realize until later that it's only ever about doing the work. My mother is a special story. She went through so much to bring us up, for men at home, especially when our country was going through really difficult times. A family's love is often the best medicine, and in difficult times, I believe that our military families deserve the option of staying together. When you're taking the country through difficult times and difficult decisions, you've got to take the country with you. That means permanently trying to make the argument that what you're doing is fair and seen to be fair. I'm fascinated with worlds where there's a small population left, whether it's a movie or these TV shows that fascinate me, Falling Skies or The Walking Dead. They are about survival and triumphing over difficult times. I just have a thing for them. In every community, whether large or small, there are people who lead in their community in easy and difficult times. Of course there will be difficult times, and there will be more in the future, but I know what I have to do in the car. In spite of discouragement and adversity, those who are happiest seem to have a way of learning from difficult times, becoming stronger, wiser and happier as a result. Pride or ego is not important to me. What is more important is common sense, the welfare of the company, and the objective reality that we need to be cautious during difficult times. One should not make decisions based on emotions or ego. Difficult times disrupt your conventional ways of thinking and push you to forge better habits of thought, performance, and being. Bringing good news is imparting hope to one's fellow man. The idea of redemption is always good news, even if it means sacrifice or some difficult times. Albania is at risk, and we are living in difficult times. In difficult times, it's so hard to look around and to see what to be grateful for. America has faced much more difficult times, including potential national extinction, without flinching. I passed through the difficult moments in life, really difficult times on grass, during my 7 years of my career. All of a sudden I felt comfortable. I would like to help my people in any way I can. It's difficult times in Pakistan and we all have to help. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.